Sound check, mic test. Hello guys. Please confirm if you hear me very clearly. How's my voice? I want to hear some comments. Shout out to the early birds here, Kushni, Cornelius, the OG. Hello, nice. Hello, Ritik. Hello there. Thanks for coming. Guys, can you hear me very clearly? So we are like 11 minutes more to go. I am still waiting for our guest to come. So by the way, the AMA will be about the Nexoar. So top 3 AMA questions will get whitelist spots for limited edition Genesis NFTs. And also we'll be having a random giveaway to the community. So that will be USDT BEP20. Christina, hello! Thanks for coming! Nangwin, hello! What's up? Guys, please share our video to the community. We will begin in 11 minutes. Don't miss the giveaway. iPad Nava, hello, good evening. Oh, hello, mabilisang kitaan vlogs. Yeah. From the Philippines. Yes, because I know this language. What's up? So our agenda will be about the Nexoar. So this is inspired by Call of Duty. So if you are familiar about games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, the rules of survival, well, this one is pretty similar, but we will learn coming from our special guest here, Mr. Kelvin, the CEO, and Mr. Jason, the CMO, on what makes them different compared to the other FPS games out there, especially that it's adopting the play to earn concept. Guys, just to remind you, spamming is not allowed, okay? Ayana, hello! Yes, this is going to be an amazing game. I agree with you because I am a huge fan of FPS games, you know, especially Call of Duty, Rules of Survival, Fortnite, and the rest out there, Valorant. Yeah, but this is adopting the play to earn concept. So hopefully, guys, you will be one of the top 3 to be getting to get the whitelist spots for their limited edition Genesis NFTs. Because you guys, when it comes to limited edition Genesis NFTs in the near future, these NFTs are going to be much more expensive in the market when you're going to sell it in the future. So for those of you who are already into NFTs or who are just hunting for some nice NFTs to collect and to sell in the near future, well, this is your chance, guys, because with this limited edition Genesis NFTs of the Nexoar, you will have a chance once you get this, of course, you can sell this at a very high price in the open market in the near future. Think about that. We still have 7 more minutes to go. We are still waiting for our guest to come in. I will I will reveal myself first. There we go. Nice. Okay, I'm revealing my camera. Hello, guys. I'm revealed. We're back again. We're back again live here on YouTube. How are you guys doing these days? We still have 6 minutes. For now, we are still waiting for the guest to come in. And also, by the way, guys, for the AMA questions, okay, so you will have to reserve that, after my question and answer portion is over, okay? And also, guys, if you take a look at the pinned post here in the live chat, so in order for you to qualify for the random giveaway, you have to fill up the Google form. So it's right here in the pinned comment of the live chat, okay? Make sure that you fill fill your details, okay? So that we will be because guys, we will be using the spinning wheel for our random draw that's later on. Don't forget to fill up the form. Leia, good evening. How are you doing? Great to see you. We're still waiting for the guests. We're still waiting for our guests to come in. So this is another upcoming play to earn FPS NFT game. FPS means first person shooter. So with the likes of Call of Duty, Counter-Strike, Crossfire, Rules of Survival, Fortnite, etc. Well, this is what it's all about for the Nexoar. Okay? Let's see who is online. Oh, so you're questioning about my name, right? Call me Jeff. That's what most of them are calling me, Jeff. Yes. Okay, so looks like somebody is coming in, but we still have to wait for one more. Kelvin is already in.
Hi.
Okay, so hello, Kelvin.
Hi,
Good
nice to meet
good
you.
evening.
Good
How are
evening.
you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. Right. So
I'm
let's wait
good.
for my CMO, Jason.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have viewers here waiting now. They are excited.
That's great.
Okay, now Jason is here now. I have to admit him. Shout out to Abdul. Hello. Furry. Hello. Yeah, Abdul. Jeff Hardy is one of my favorite wrestlers. In WWE. Now he is in AEW with his brother, the charismatic Enigma. Hello, guys.
Shout out to Abdul.
Hello, Jason. Good evening.
Hi. Hi, good evening.
How are you guys doing?
Great, great. How are you?
Okay. So, have you reviewed all of the questions that I have prepared?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Okay. I just have to finalize everything first before we begin. Okay, we still have 1 more minute.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow. Okay. So we have like 9 live viewers watching and still growing. They're excited. Okay. Wow. This is it's finally happening. Hello, Tegar. Thanks for coming. All right. Guys, don't forget to invite your friends. Okay, so I think we're all set. So Kelvin, Jason, are we ready?
Yep.
Yeah,
good to
we
go.
are ready.
Okay, and to all of the live viewers here, are you guys ready? All right. So we will begin our AMA in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good day, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. So we're back once again for another live AMA. So this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury. So our special guests for today are from the Nexoar. So first off, we have Mr. Kelvin Fong, the CEO of the Nexoar, and we have Mr. Jason Lo, the CMO of the Nexoar. So guys, thank you for being here and welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet everybody. Hello, guys.
All right. And of course, I would like to say hello to all of our viewers who are tuning in to our live AMA right now with the Nexoar. Okay, so this is inspired by Call of Duty and other FPS games out there, but they are adopting the play to earn concept. And also, guys, I would like to remind you that in order for you to qualify for the random giveaway, so I have provided the pinned post right here in the live chat section. And of course, the top 3 AMA questions will get whitelist spots for their limited edition Genesis NFTs. Okay? So your questions, guys, you should reserve that after my Q&A session is over. And of course, guys, also another reminder, no multiple entries or duplicate accounts allowed, okay? Or else your reward will be forfeited. Okay? So Jason, Kelvin, are we all set?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Let's go.
Okay. So first things first, let's get to know you guys, okay? So my question for you guys is on how did you get started getting involved in the world of crypto, blockchain, DeFi, NFTs, and metaverse, and what motivated you and inspired you guys in creating and developing the Nexoar?
Right. Let me go first, right? Okay. So before that, actually, I would like to say have a proper introduction regarding on myself again. So I'm Kelvin, the founder and the CEO of the Nexoar first thing. And then for myself, it's actually I'm working in the esport and gaming industry for more than 12 years already. So which is the game publishers. I have a lot of experience, which is like MapleStory, Yugang Online, Ran Online. I believe this is all the topic and the titles that you guys are quite familiar in Southeast Asia over here. So even myself is actually I'm a gamer. So how are we going to start this, the next war? It's actually, it all started when the conversation between the majority of my friends were all only about cryptocurrencies. Even Jason's and I, we talk a lot cryptos, we talk a lot of all these kind of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, whatever. So had I start investing to find out what is the market, and we feel that has a lot of potential, and there are multiple interesting ways that actually earn in the metaverse. Therefore, so the next war is born because of this. So partly is because actually one of the things actually I'm a gamer myself, and also my all-time favorite is Call of Duties. So I was inspired by that and decided to develop a game to solve the market inflation in the crypto world. So our game has 5 unique mechanisms that can be balanced, the whole ecosystems more healthy, and also making sure that everyone in the different categories get play to earns, and then play and earn is actually what actually I would be prefer to call it play and earn, because actually games you have to be enjoying. So I'm sure the majority of you guys actually playing games, and then you have to be understand that actually game is actually very important entertainment element in our life. So therefore game in the GameFi needs a lot of evolutions. So we call it the GameFi 2.0. Entertainment is very important, and the game have to be fun. So then, and we only can, we also can make the evolutions come true because of we have this kind of inspirations and also the spirit of this.
So basically for myself, how I got involved is that basically I know Kelvin, and also I was an early crypto adopter. I started Ethereum mining back in 2017. So I was a former professional poker player. And then like one day Kelvin came to me and said that, he had this idea, like basically, like imagine if like you're like working in your office and you have an hour lunch break and you play 1 round or 2 rounds and you make like of shooting game, like for example, if you play like Call of Duty for 1 or 2 rounds, Battle Royale mode, and you make like $10 or $20, wouldn't that be great? This whole idea actually came from Kelvin and it came to me. And look at where we are right now. So basically, I'm the chief marketing officer. So my forte will be in marketing. And also I was a strong believer in crypto during the early days, I would say, and still believing in it. So this is what we plan to do. So we aim to make the next war, the next benchmark in the esport industry. That is GameFi, basically. So this is what we aim to do over here, and it's a AAA game, So we're focusing on making the game fun, not just play to earn, basically. So that's like Kelvin mentioned earlier, we want to do something that is like play and earn, basically. We play first, then we earn. Why? Because game is supposed to be fun. So that's why we play and earn. This is our whole concept behind the team and behind the whole project, basically.
All right, so at this time you shared to us on how did you get started in your journey in this space. So it's great to meet you guys. So thank you so much. Now, for our next question, what is currently the mission and vision of the Nexoar?
Okay. So according to our study, shooting games are always the most popular type of the video game among players. So however, there are many high quality shooting games out there with esports standard in the GameFi market. So, and we want to bring a top-notch high-quality shooting game in the GameFi industry so that the player will enjoy themselves. So starting with the most popular game with Battle Royales, and then instead of playing a normal traditional shooting game, why not play and earn with the next war? So enjoy the top-quality graphic games while you can earn from the enjoyment of the game. This is why we want to introduce GameFi to the traditional gaming market. So and we are aiming to become the top 10 highest prize pool at the World Esport tournaments, as Jason mentions. So, and also wanted to hold a tournament with the highest prize pool in the GameFi industry. So
all right, so that's an interesting mission and a vision that you have shared to us, Mr. Kelvin. So thank you so much for that. Now, for our next question, this is one of the most important questions that we all need to know regarding the Nexoar. Now, guys, could you explain to our subscribers and the rest of the live viewers here about the Nexoar's ecosystem, features, how to play and earn, the difference between TNG and TNC tokens, etc., etc.? So go ahead.
Right. Okay. So, the Nexoar actually has a governance tokens, we call it TNG, and also a utility tokens, TNC. It's some kind of like in-game currencies. So the TNG token is actually used as a medium of exchange between the participants on the Nexoar in the decentralized manner. So it can be utilized in the marketplace, in game rewards, also entry fees for the high rank game modes. So tournament, farmings, and of course, actually this to be exchanged on the exchange platform whenever we're listing on any one of them. So for the TNCs, actually the what I said, the in-game currencies, it can be used in games, exchange for the war crates, entry fee for the low rank games, and many more of the functions. To simplify it as a whole, is actually both tokens can be earned, both can be earned by gamings and also to be used in the game in-game enhancements. So with all this kind of experience, I believe everyone is already aware that the value of the token is supposed to be overall structures of the project. Right. So in terms of ecosystem and features, we offer various features and functions beside our 5 earning mechanism like shoot to earns, stake to earns, watch to earn, bid to earn, and bet to earns, which actually offer all aspects of all the participants to make more money from the Nexoar. And of course, we do have various game modes, which actually we could be possibly balance our whole ecosystem as whole, battle royals, guild war, and leaderboard, battle pass, yeah, and also players should be able to enjoy variable game types. So yeah, this is one of the whole ecosystems and the tokens. Hope you guys can be understand about it.
All right, so at least you shared to us on how the ecosystem works for the Nexoar, especially its features, the difference between TNG and TNC tokens. So Mr. Kelvin, thank you so much for explaining that to us and to the rest of the subscribers and viewers here who are tuning in right here on YouTube. Okay, so I hope that you have enjoyed learning so much coming from our guest speakers for today. Now, for the next question, out of all the blockchains in the space, why did you choose Binance Smart Chain for the Nexoar to run its game, minting NFTs, transactions, and so on?
Well, it's kind of like quite good questions over here, all right? So, well, Binance Smart Chain is actually 4 of Ethereum that offer the same smart contract capability as much as cheaper transactions fees. So one of the advantage of BSC is actually that offer high transaction capacities and a smart contract functionality with a super fast transaction speeds. And we personally think that BSC is more user-friendly also. Also, our blockchain developer also very well and versed with the BSCs. So this being this case, Binance Smart Chain has become our choice. But yeah, in future, who knows? Actually, we still have a lot of choice. And then the whole market is actually have a lot of evolutions. Yeah, there's a lot of potentials in the future.
All right, so at least you've explained to us on why did you guys choose Binance Smart Chain over the other blockchains out there for the Nexoar. So thank you so much for that, Kelvin. Now, it's time for the next question. Who are your main competitors in this space and what makes Nexoar stand out from the rest out there?
All right. So I would say maybe the Time Arena, Endless Battlefield, MetaStrike, Qbox, yeah, is our current shooting games category competitors. But instead of focusing on our competitors, we put focus on our current challenge, which is actually the educating the traditional gamers about the GameFi markets. So this is not an easy path actually, but this is something that we aim to achieve to expand in the GameFi industry. You know, the GameFi industry is here, but the whole global gaming market is actually much more bigger. So why we have to leave out this market over here? Anyways, let me answer the next question. Actually, what makes the Nexoar stand out definitely is actually our ecosystems. So you see our 5 earning mechanism, of course, the high quality graphics, and also which are the now you hardly find this in the market. And we also understand that the current challenge in the GameFi market is that lack of long-term scalability. There's no real games like traditional video games that could be possibly keep gamers engaged, and then which is actually why the Nexoar is here. So we're delivering various game modes for every players, which actually our 5 unique earning methods. So players now are able to enjoy a high quality game even though spending all days playing. And one more thing is I have to mention is actually, you see, every project wants to step into this market, but we know this is not easy. So why I'm so confident with the Nexoar is actually because our team are expert in shooting game developments with more than 14 years experience. And one of the things that actually you can see on the Steam store, you may find one of the project that our teams had complete before was called Attractiveness. So yeah, we are actually quite well prepared, and also even you see all our game assets are ready. Or you can see all from our internet, from our website, from our white papers, all the graphics, all the images we have done already. Now we're doing a fine tuning on the whole gameplay.
All right, so thank you so much, Kelvin, for explaining to us about the main competitors that you have in this space and what makes the Nexoar stand out from the rest. So before we go to the next question, just a reminder to the community. So if you want to enter the random giveaway, so I have provided a pinned comment right here in the live chat. And also I have seen that some of the community right here have already posted their questions. Guys, you can reserve your questions after my Q&A session is over to avoid spamming, okay? And also, another reminder, top 3 AMA questions will be selected by the Nexoar team. So those top 3 will be given whitelist spots for the limited edition on Genesis NFTs, in which they will be announcing it later on, okay? So just a reminder to you guys. Now let's move on to the next question. Guys, could you share about the recent achievements and the partners that you have on board with the Nexoar?
Right, so I'll be answering the questions from now on. Thank you very much, Nomad Fury. Right, so speaking of this, as you can see from our community right now, we have about over 90,000 members in our official Telegram channel, and we also have about 30,000 Discord members. So, and for the time being, I think the most significant milestone would be our pre-sale, which was done a few weeks ago, and we were over the moon when we successfully sold everything within 40 minutes, and we actually even got oversubscribed. This is why there's a refund going on, because we were oversubscribed. And yeah, regarding our partners, our partner is basically Ammo Box Studio. So they are the game development partner for us. They have been 14 years in the industry and have won actually multiple awards. All right, and also for investors, right, we are currently backed by Koi Capital, which is also our advisors. And also we have SV Ventures, Kenzo Ventures, Nick Creation, One Shot Ventures, Tau Ventures, eCrypto Ventures, and Paragon. These are all our partners. Yeah. I hope that answers your questions.
All right, so at least Jason, you've shared to us about the recent achievements that you and the team have for the Nexoar, especially the current project partners that you have on board. So thank you so much for that, Jason. Now, aside from the achievements that you have mentioned recently, there are challenges as well. Now, guys, could you share about the recent challenges that you and your team are facing these days and how you guys overcome these challenges?
I see. All right, so talking about challenges, yeah, there are quite a few, I would say, but the main one I would say is actually converting the traditional gamers to the GameFi market. I think this is the thing that we find the toughest. Yeah, because the reason, as you can see from the current market, right, like those big publishers, big names, until now they haven't really touched into the GameFi industry. So, but we have plans to educate the traditional gamers more about the GameFi industry. So that's the whole point, you see. Many people have told us that, whatever we are doing right now is a big ambition. Yes, definitely, I would say that this is something big, and we are willing to be the first one to step out and try to take this route, because we believe GameFi is the future. Basically, this is why we are doing. And imagine AAA games with the GameFi earning mechanism, with the play-to-earn earning mechanism. This is something that is going to be really, really big in the future, and we aim to take the first step and step into this, take this risk to try for something that is really big. And so one of the things that we can let everybody know is that we are going to plan to host a tournament on other games such as PUBG and Call of Duty to raise awareness, all right, for the Nexoar, because we're going to give rewards and tokens from the Nexoar when we host this tournament. Yeah, so this is something that we are going to do, and this is going to educate the traditional gamers about GameFi, and we are going to raise awareness for the Nexoar. Yeah, this is one of the marketing strategy that we are going to do, marketing campaigns, yeah, in this coming near future. Yeah.
All right, so Jason, at least you'd shared to us about the recent challenges that you and your team are facing these days and how you guys overcome them. So thank you so much for that. Now let's move on to the next question. Guys, this is one of the most important questions that we all need to hear as well. Now, how do you see yourselves in a few years from now, and what would be the future of the Nexoar?
All right. So we aim to offer, like, basically our aim is to offer the largest and greatest esport game in the GameFi. This is what we plan to do. You see, tournaments have been such a big thing in the gaming industry. You know, in the traditional gaming, I mean, we have Dota 2, you know, we have CSGO. I mean, like, how many years have this game been? But you look at the tournaments right now, look at the prize pool right now, you can actually make a living if you're playing at the top professional level, you know what I mean? So this, what we aim to do is to bring this whole thing into the GameFi concept. So imagine if we manage to do this, we are the biggest esports GameFi project out there, basically, GameFi game out there. This is what we see ourselves actually in a few years. And also, we also have, we are also prepared for the interoperability with various projects. And one of these is the sandbox. So we've actually acquired land on sandbox. So this is also something that we want to do. So basically in the future, you might be able to showcase your NFTs, you know, your NFT weapons, your NFT avatars on the sandbox as well. You know, so this is what we foresee ourselves, you know, our investors and also players to succeed in this well-planned project. Yeah. So esport is the future basically for us. Yeah.
All right, so at least you've shared to us, Jason, about the future of the Nexoar and how do you see yourselves in a few years from now. So thank you so much for that. Okay, now let's move on to our final question for this Q&A portion. So I would like to remind our live viewers here. So after my last question, you can now post your questions here in the live chat. Okay, so let's continue. Now, could you give us some reasons on why players like me and the rest out there around the world should not miss out checking out and playing the Nexoar? And like, what is it for us if we're not on board with this opportunity?
All right. So basically, the Nexoar is a free-to-play and also a play-to-earn game. So basically, it's free to start playing the game. All right, and we give the players the freedom to purchase our NFTs. So why not giving it a go? You know, you could make some good money here, or even you could just play and enjoy the high graphic game and experience a high quality battle royale, you know, and possibly earn while playing, you know what I mean? And don't forget our world-class tournament as well. You know, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, you know, we have big tournaments and big prize pool. I mean, you imagine like Dota 2 prize pool was like 60 million at one point. So we hope to be at that level, you know, as we go by. Of course, it's going to take time, but that is the ultimate goal that we're here. So there's a lot of money to be made, you know, a lot of fun to be made here. This is why definitely you shouldn't miss this opportunity. And as we all are probably aware, you know, early adopters always benefit the most from all cryptocurrency projects. Am I right? The early bird always catches the worm, you know. So now we are at the early stage, so don't miss it.
All right, so guys, you've heard it from Jason on why we should not miss out the opportunity to be on the Nexoar, which is an upcoming play-to-earn NFT FPS game inspired by Call of Duty and other popular FPS games out there. So guys, thank you so much for that. Now that my Q&A portion is over, now let's entertain the questions coming from our live audience. Okay, while we still have lots of time. Okay. So I'll be going one by one. So first, coming from Moon Ahmed. So he said, and I quote, "Why did you select its name, the Nexoar? What does this name mean? What is the story behind this name?" And also another question from him. I think he combined this in one question. Can this be played from any country in the world, or are there some restrictions?
Right, Kelvin, you want to answer this?
All right. Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. So first thing, I just answer this the next question first for the combined question. Actually, the Nexoar, we are designed it for the global players. So yeah, you can play anywhere in the world. All right. So just at least you have a mobile, you have a handphone on your hand, then you can play the Nexoar already. All right. And then one thing is important is internet. Okay. So the why we choose the Nexoar is actually we have gone through a lot of name, a lot of titles regarding this, and then the Nexoar is actually one of the things is actually one that represents when we talk about what will be the next war looking like. So we want to represent, you see in the next war, our design is futuristic, and then the people are wearing this battle suits with a very modern combat suits. And then this is what we can say that we can represent on the next war will be looking like, because actually everyone is trying to enhance themselves and then wearing this kind of modern combat equipments, and then the weapons, and then even you can see robots, fighter jet. This is how it's actually is not sci-fi. It's how you see from previously, actually all this kind of in-games technology thing is actually in the real life. Actually, we slowly become real with true things. But hopefully we don't really look for the next war is coming on. Why? And then why we choose next war as our title? There's one of the reasons. Actually, we always talk to our team. We prepare everything like a war, and then we have to fight for the next war. So this is one of the spirit that we are doing. We have to prepare everything and then to give the best to all our players. This is what we intend to say why we choose next war as our title.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Moon Ahmed. So thank you so much for participating. Now, coming from Cornelius V, one of my OGs here. Good evening. So his question for you guys, and I quote, your game has good graphics and gameplay with which many NFTs games lack. But are you ready for system congestion once user base and players spike up?
Kelvin, you answer this as well?
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I will repeat the question. Your game has good graphics and gameplay which many NFT games are lacking. But are you ready for system congestion once the user base and players spike up?
All right. So you see, because actually one of the things that I was working in a game server before, so I've been in the game industry. So in the previously, actually, when this kind of like users spike up and all this kind of user base, huge user base, we have a lot of issues, a lot of problems when we want to increase the server's stabilities. This is always a challenge for gaming, especially for mobile MMORPGs and a lot of games which have contains a lot of players. But for currently, it's actually we see that nowadays technology, this will be easier for us to solve the problem, because actually from our structures, our server designs, actually will be easier for us to switch on and then to add on the capacities for all the players, which actually we can easier for us to have hosting the more players. And then in the structure that we design is actually we have a guild war. The guild war is actually 30 versus 30s. And then we already have intention to plan up with more and more people and players in the future. So this is how actually we are now preparing as an easier ways for us to have more users joining in our competitions. So there won't be problems, and I don't think this will have to be worried too much. To be additional is actually we will have a lot of stress tests, and also we have a lot of bug tests. Yeah, if the players have found some stress and bug tests and found some bugs, actually we are welcome to players to come and tell us. Yeah, that's always be welcomes. Yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Cornelius V. So thank you so much for asking. So before we go to the next question, just a reminder, guys, please do not spam our live chat. Okay, please. All right. So let's move on to our next question coming from, let's see, Ayana Alquiros Vlogs. Hello, Ayana. So, and I quote, many projects these days don't focus on the player experience. What creative aspects and gaming perspectives will the game introduce?
Jason, you want to try answer it?
Yeah, sorry. Gaming aspect, right? Sorry, do you mind repeating again?
Repeating the question? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right, I'll try to improvise. Okay. Many projects these days do not focus on the player experience. Now, what creative aspects and gaming perspectives will the Nexoar introduce?
All right. So basically, right, for the player experience, so as you can see, I think what we really focus here is actually the player experience, in the sense that you can see that we have many different type of game modes. So the battle royale will be our first mode, but we are gonna have like deathmatch, we are gonna have like team guild wars, stuff like that. So the whole mechanism, as you can see, is very focusing on the funness of the game, which is what you mean by the gaming experience over here. And as you can see from our trailer videos, and the graphic that we are having here is really high-end graphic, it's AAA graphic, and also what you call that, we have several like fun mechanism inside as well. So basically, not just by playing, we're gonna like let people stream as well. You can watch tournaments through our game, things like that. So the whole ecosystem, as you can see, is definitely gonna be fun. Not just by playing, just participating in it, you're gonna gain something as well, and you're gonna have fun at the same time. So basically, this is what we focus on in the Nexoar, you see. So we focus on making the game fun. Of course, when the game is fun, we're going to have many users. And when we are going to have many users, automatically, we are going to earn, or everybody is going to earn here, you see. So that is what we aim to do here. Yeah, and I hope that answers your question.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Ayana. So Jason, thank you so much for that. Now, let's move on to the next question. Another reminder, by the way, for those of you who misunderstood, okay, picking your question right now doesn't mean that you have already won the whitelist spot, okay? Because the team will be reviewing all of the questions, and they are going to be the ones to decide who will be the top 3, okay? This is just for clarification, okay? So hopefully you understand, guys. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay. Let's see which one is okay. Coming from Harris Dolken, and I quote, "Protection of users and privacy has become an issue that many projects face in their development. Can you explain about the security of the Nexoar project and how it protects its users?"
Yeah, all right. So, security is still always the very important, especially in the blockchains. In blockchain now, everything is transparent. One thing is actually how are we going to protect our user based on things actually game structure, one of the things. And the second thing is actually our developers is actually very experienced developers in the blockchains developments. Especially you can see in Southeast Asia, we have a lot of talented developers, and also we have a lot of talented animators, game designers, which actually we take players' privacy is very important for here. So which actually we also do a lot of study on others project, which to reduce the breach holes, and then all of these things is actually one of the things that very important that we are doing. And yeah, we are still not yet doing the audit yet, but we are now planning on it. So the audit will be done before all the IDO. So yeah, once the audit is come, and then I think the white paper will be coming on, and then we will show to the public is actually how we're doing this.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question. So thank you so much for participating. Now yes, Harris, thank you so much for that question. Now let's move on to the next one. Coming from Bear Bunny. So in the current time, downtrend is a difficult problem for GameFi projects. So what are your plans to overcome them? Can you tell your plans for the next 3 to 6 months at least?
Yeah, sure. As we all know, market is pretty bad right now, but what we aim to do here is to basically focus on the game itself. I believe that focusing on the game is the ultimate priority over here. So yeah, I mean, like, we believe in the project, we believe in crypto. So even though now it's a downtrend, to be honest, like, it won't really affect us because we believe in it in the first place. This is why we do it, So, and what we're going to do is we're going to launch our game demo next month, So users will be able to try to play our game already. We are going to do a tournament in June, basically. This is a planned date, basically. We're going to do a tournament on PUBG and Call of Duty to create the hype, to get people to come in and try the game, basically, and also to get the traditional gaming market to know about our game, and then the alpha and beta test will be out in Q3, so these are all the plans that we are doing. We are launching next month, so we're going to get a lot of exposure as well during this time. So many people are going to, look eye on us, check out how is our game, basically, this is what we are going to do. So we're going to be focusing a lot of marketing campaigns, creating awareness, community building, we're going to work together with several medias as well, so these are the things that we are going to do within the next 3 to 6 months, so we are not too bothered with it. Of course, it definitely will affect the advancement of the project, but of course, ultimately over here we are focusing on making the game as fun as possible, and creating as much awareness in the market.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question of Bear Boonies. So thank you so much for that. Now let's move on to the next question. Let's see. Okay. All right. Coming from Mabili Sang Kitaan Vlogs. Okay. I think this. Okay. Hacking is one of the major concerns in crypto space nowadays. As a future investor in your project, how can you ensure that the Nexoar is safe from being hacked?
Yeah, actually, hacking case is definitely what I agree of your say. Hacking case is actually very serious problem on right now. But one thing is actually our first thing I want to say about our smart contract. For the first thing is actually, a lot of hacking cases because actually the smart contract doesn't really have a lot of, they doesn't really do a lot about preparations on here. So our smart contracts, actually, we would do a lot of revisions on here, and then our smart contract, our developers, as I mentioned just now, we have a lot of experienced developers and the expertise in these categories. And one thing is actually, we also have one of our field server advisors, which is actually giving a lot of advice on our whole things. And one thing, this is about hacking case in the smart contract things. And then another things I want to say about game things regarding the hackers inside the games. Actually, we take hackings very seriously, especially for the gaming part, because actually we always aim for fun elements on the game part, and then we don't want somebody, because of the hacker, that actually to destroy the gamer's experience over here. So we would take a very serious punishment on the players actually who try to do these kind of hackings, even the scam case inside the whole games. So for our games, actually we have a lot of designing, which actually I would categorize actually to separate the gamers from people who are actually paying a lot of investment, or actually the people who also pay a lot of time to play the game. Is actually we separate the people from here to the people is starting to join. So there's one thing is actually to reduce the hackers, to destroy all these kind of our loyalties players experience on here. Yeah, hope this will be answering all your questions over here.
All right, so yes, hopefully that answers your question, Mabili Sang Kitaan Vlog. So thank you so much for asking. Now, there's a follow-up question coming from Ayana. I think this is one question that really attracts a lot of users, especially the non-crypto space. Now, the question is, will you guys launch scholarship program for the Nexoar?
Okay, this is quite interesting questions. Actually, we talked to a lot of guilds, even like YGG. Actually, we have discussed with them already. So yeah, right now they say they will be observing on our project for this one. This is one of the things that we can say the external scholarship systems is actually we have some several connection with all these kind of guild already. For our internal system is actually we also have some plan which is actually have the rental systems, and then for the NFT rental system, the weapon rental system, which already will be in the developments on the next phase on the whole project development. So yeah, this is one of the intention that we want to do is actually we want to make sure everyone can play and earn from our games, no matter it's just like you are playing the game, earning from playing the games, or actually you can be earning from stacking our NFT or earning watching the game. So this is one thing that we want to make sure everyone, just a participant in our game, can be enjoyable, can be earnable. So this is one of the very important issue that we are doing. We are also focusing on here also. So definitely for the scholarship system, yeah, we are actually have the design in our roadmaps for the designing roadmaps. Yeah, but we haven't reviewed it yet because actually, yeah, this is actually still in development phase. We want to focus on the gameplay first. And then after that, we will come up more and more features and functions to all our players and our supporters and investors also.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Ayana. So thank you so much again for participating. Now, coming from Aninon1e.crypto, and I quote, "Do you have an NFT staking rewards for the community?"
Yeah, we have. Yeah, Jason, you want to explain a little bit on here?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
We do have basically we do have NFT staking, and also we do have staking for our token basically. So basically the NFT staking will be depends on what kind of NFT you have. So basically there is going to be different levels of NFT, and that will be different hash rate, and that will be a different return. Yeah, for the different basically the different what I call it, the rareness of the NFT. Yeah. So that's pretty much how, yeah, pretty much standard for this part. Yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Aninon1e.crypto. So thank you so much for participating. Okay, now there's a follow-up question coming from the OG himself, Mr. Cornelius V. Okay, so I did mention that top 3 AMA winners will receive limited edition Genesis NFTs. Now, for those of you who are curious about this Genesis NFTs, okay, so what are the benefits if we are going to own one of them?
Yeah, Kelvin, you want to answer this?
Yeah, okay, sure. All right, for the Genesis, actually, yeah, definitely you see a lot of projects that have a specials NFTs. We call the Genesis over here. So from our Genesis, it's actually when you're doing the stacking, it's not only taking the tokens, which actually just not only stacking for tokens. You will see actually from the Genesis with some terms and conditions, and then you will be able to get a profit sharings from others. All these kind of market, we do a lot of transactions fees. There's some part of the charges and in the transactions fees, where we become the profit sharing to the Genesis. And then beside of that, Genesis, and sometime when we have, and then we will have some airdrops, special airdrops, special editions of the others NFT and weapons. This will be in the future. So definitely the Genesis will have a lot of benefit other than the normal NFT that we have right now. So the Genesis is actually only for 1,000. So this is quite limited. So that's why it's called Genesis and special legendary items. Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Cornelius. So thank you so much again for participating. Now, the next question coming from XJD. Now, he asked, and I quote, "Today's NFT games are having problem on burning mechanism. What is the burning mechanism of the Nexoar, and how it will help and how it will help your tokenomics?"
All right, sure. So I'm sure, yeah, very good question indeed. So what we aim to do here also basically, so as we actually elaborate earlier though, so there are many ways there are many burning mechanisms that we have over here. So basically we have our basically NFTs minting is all burning mechanism. We have Battle Passer, we have Guild War. So basically for our Guild War, you have to bid basically to play. So basically it will come as a bidding, it will be a bidding matchmaking system whereby you have to bid the match, all right? And also for the ranking match, basically every game to play, you need to spend token. You need to pay an entry fee to play. So this is also one of the earning mechanism. Yeah, and basically NFT minting, like tournaments, it's also a burning mechanism as well. So yeah, so basically these are the burning mechanism that we have, so, and yeah, and we're gonna have something like basically if you want to play like a private match with just within your friends, you can do that at a room. Basically you can create a room and just play with your friends, and of course there will be a fee incurred in there. That will also be an earning mechanism. So yeah, and of course the burning mechanism will be added more and more and more as the games goes by, as the game has more users, like skins, stuff like that, effects, when you die, things like that. So there are actually a lot of burning mechanism that we have over here. Yeah, so this is what we try to do to make the game, to make the inflation as low as possible, and also to make the whole gaming ecosystem as balanced as possible. Yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, XJD. So thank you so much for participating. Now, for the next question, I think this is one of the I think this is really interesting, by the way, coming from Rishikesh. Now, his question, and I quote: "Do you have idea on partnering with more guilds to provide more scholarship to new gamers, therefore increasing the users number and allow elite investors to enter the game?"
Yeah, all right. So just now has mentioned already, we have already start to talk to YGGs, and then so-called we have another guild also, several guild systems actually we have in the negotiations and discussion regarding that. We already show them our games, and then we have showed them about our mechanicals, and then even the gameplays and all the assets that we have already. That are actually most of them is quite interesting to our project. So for right now, they are also trying to observe on the whole project in the futures. It's actually they feel this is the next war is very interesting, and then yeah, probably we will have some of the maybe have a collaboration with them in the futures, because of the right now is the market, as we have said, the market is not really a good market right now, it's a bear market, and then most of them is actually still a lot of observation on the whole project and the market. But we have one of the things that proudly say is actually, because when the time we talk about the game philosophies and the idea and the spirit of the game, they are quite agree with what we said. It's actually the game need to be fun. If not, actually the people, even the user or their players actually feel a bit difficulties while playing a game in the long terms. This is why Nexoar is doing right now.
Okay, so hopefully that answers. Okay.
Yeah. All right, never mind.
You have something to add?
Yeah, I have a little bit of add on. It's actually beside of that, actually, we will have a lot of event. It's not only the guild, it's actually our aiming is not only for the GameFi market, it's actually we are aiming for the whole global markets. You know, in the global market, actually, we are planning to have some cross collaborations together with some of others project, and then to give up our actually to pretty much more is actually on the educate all these kind of traditional gaming markets players. How about the GameFi? Why is it about GameFi, and why is it about tokens? Why is Nexoar? So we will have some tournaments in futures, is which actually I am already talked to some of the esport platform and esport federations in different countries. Actually, I have talked to them already. Yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Rishikesh. So thank you so much for asking. Okay, now let's move on to the next question coming from Abdul Rahim M. So his question, and I quote: "You've mentioned that the next war will be like the popular FPS shooter game Call of Duty, which seems a unique feature. Will your game can only be played using high-speed devices and computers?"
All right. Okay. So the game is actually the base and the core development system is from Unreal Engine. So I believe the Unreal Engine, a lot of people also understand that if you are gamers, or even if you some of the developers or gamers who are aware, actually Unreal Engine is actually the capabilities to actually to a lot of different devices. And then how are we going to difference is actually we will be doing a lot of differentiates. And then we do a lot of the development is actually we are doing not only for the high-end graphic, high-end spec on the mobile phones or the devices. It's actually we will be taking care of all these normal devices also. So yeah, this definitely won't be a lot of issues which is actually we are facing right now. And one thing is actually like because actually now we are doing mobile versions, and then in future is actually the PC version will be coming through. So once it comes to PC version, definitely we can from the lower spec until the higher spec, actually it is all adjustable. So yeah, with the Unreal Engine, I believe we can be easily to do about all these kind of changes and adjustments.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Abdul Rahim M. So thank you so much for participating. So I think we have like 8 minutes to go before we begin the random giveaway. So we still have 8 minutes to entertain these questions coming from our live audience. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed our session here with the Nexoar CEO and CMO, who are our special guests for today. Now let's see, coming from Ozora Hora. Now, his question, and I quote, many projects have problems with UI, UX, and this one turns off new users. How do you plan to improve the interaction with new users and with users outside the crypto space?
All right. So one thing is I want to emphasize is actually the games is designed in the battle royale style. And one of the things is actually I said earlier, is actually the game is actually inspired by Call of Duty, one of my favorite games. So I believe that in this is the most common gameplays in the market right now, which actually everyone know about PUBGs, battle royales, Call of Duties, for all these kind of shooting games lover. So when it comes to the UI UX designs, actually we take a lot of the considerations, which actually we have studied a lot of project in the, not only the GameFi project, it's actually the traditional game project, which one is the best experience for all the players. And one thing I want to emphasize, another thing is actually in our development teams, we hired some of the very famous esport players from Southeast Asia, become some of the kind of like advisors to give us advice on how are they going to experience about the whole game. But definitely all of the developers have to do this to get the best experience for all the games actually in the market. So this is one of the things that we're doing right now. So yep, regarding on your mention for the player is actually who are really new to the GameFi market or even new to this kind of genre, gaming genre, I believe they will be easier for them is actually to be having it will be easier for them to attach into game. And one thing is actually we will come out demo versions very soon, end of the month, and then we'll be doing internally. And then actually for the next month will be external. So the people who can start seeing how the game demo will be coming into the market. So some of the player can be experience it, how the game will look like, and then yeah, we have tutorial over there. So people will be more easier for them to understanding how the game to be played. Yeah.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Ozora Hora. So thank you so much for participating. Okay, so we will be entertaining a few more questions here. Okay, once again coming from the OG Cornelius V. Now, will the token holders have any right to vote in decision making and be able to participate in the governance of the project?
Yes, definitely. We have a DAO system in our governance token. So, but that will be 6 months after from the game's launch, whereby we will really focus on this part. So don't worry, definitely every token holder actually has a say to our game. So no, definitely yes. Yeah, so and I'm sure like most of the projects are also, I think this is the whole point of blockchain, you know what I mean? So everybody has a right, everybody has a say. So basically owning our tokens is like owning a mini share of the company, you know what I mean? So yes, definitely. Yeah, good question as well. Yeah, there's going to be a DAO in our token as well.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much, Jason, for answering that to the OG, Mr. Cornelius V. Okay, now let's move on to another interesting question coming from Shin Kian Hien. So his question, and I quote, anonymity is one of the reasons players are turning to blockchain games. What type of information must players provide before they can play on your platform?
Right. For currently, actually, we are just need your wallet to connect. This is our first designing on the user base information that we just only need for it, because actually we use your wallet as the user connections. One thing is easier for us to give the reward to you, and second thing is actually, as you mentioned, anonymous is actually very important in the blockchain world right now. So, but definitely for the GameFi 2.0, we still actually observing the whole market right now. What is the thing that we need to be changed? And then because a lot of players, they doesn't really like to appear how their real names about and the information about here. But this also have some of the issues because of the scam case, and then a lot of this kind of issue happens in a lot of places. But yep, GameFi and blockchain is the place that's transparent. Everyone know each other. So this will be helping. Actually, blockchain design is actually, this is to reduce this kind of scam case, all these kind of things. One of the design on the blockchain is, yeah, this is one to solve all this kind of issue and problem. But as I mentioned just now, yep, we will still observing on the whole market, and then even the game parts and even the user base, and then what we need and what we need to be enhanced on this part. Because actually, you know, the GameFi market, even the crypto market, actually is every day also have evolutions over here. Every day also have new things. Yeah, one day is in the crypto world, maybe 1 week in the normal world.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question. Shin Kan Hin, so thank you so much for participating. Okay, I think we're going to have two more. We'll just have to entertain two more questions. Okay, so coming from Bongkaka, and I quote, "The imbalance in the game can reduce the attractiveness to players. What mechanism does the game have to balance small players and pay-to-win shark players?"
Can you repeat the question again?
Okay.
On this part.
Okay. I'll try to improvise this. His question: the imbalance in the game can reduce the attractiveness to players. What he means is that players are not getting attracted to this anymore because of game imbalances. Now, what sort of mechanisms does your game have to balance between small players and pay-to-win shark players?
Oh, I see. All right. I think I kind of get what the question means.
Question.
All right. So basically, what we have over here, right, is actually basically is what we have is a ranking system. So as you see from our game ecosystem, we have several different ranks. So this is actually to balance the game so that, you know, if you're in a different rank, you'll be playing with the different rank players so that the whole game is more competitive, is more fair. So it doesn't mean, so basically by owning our NFTs, it doesn't mean that you're actually better in the game. The whole game is balanced, you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean that you own like Genesis, you're going to walk faster or you're going to shoot with higher damage. No, it doesn't happen. So basically what it does is that if you own the rare NFT or you own the legendary NFT, you're going to get more rewards while playing the game. But that doesn't mean that you're going to be better in the game. So that is how we are going to make the game fair, you see, because the game has to be fair. So because if imagine owning the NFTs and you can actually shoot longer or shoot faster, you know, it spoils the fun of the game, you know. So the whole game is balanced. But of course, if you own the NFT, you are going to earn more, you see. So because you own the legendary NFT, but it doesn't affect the gameplay over here. Yeah, so this is how the game, so this is how that the game is going to be balanced. Yeah, and of course we also have ranking system as well. Yeah, and if you're playing the free to play, then of course you will just be playing with the normal players. Yeah, so if you can check out the game ecosystem, you have a better understanding of how the game ecosystem actually works. Yeah, so but I hope that answers your question.
Okay, so hopefully that answers your question, Bong Kaka. Thank you so much for asking. Now let's move on to one more question. I think this question it's one of the common questions that most players are asking, especially when referring these kinds of games like Axie Infinity, Plant vs Undead, etc. Now this question coming from Miss Leia Granfiel. So good evening, Leia. Now her question to you guys, and I quote, "Is multiple accounts allowed? Can we play multiple accounts on one gadget?"
All right. Yeah, this is really a very interesting question. All right. So for one gadget, definitely you won't be able to do the multiple account, right? Because actually this is a mobile base. This first of the thing I want to say, because of the mobile games. So for second thing is actually for this part, this is really a good question. We are also, our team is actually having a lot of consideration about here. We are thinking about the issues of the bot and then the issues of the, you know, because actually when this come to the traditional gaming industry, we also have facing this kind of question, this kind of issue, which actually we know a lot of farmers, and then we have a lot of people using bots. And then once they're using bot in the game, is actually we have a lot of detection on here, which actually we try to reduce this kind of we call it this kind of breaking off all this kind of gaming experience. It's actually for the people using board and got to play the games. Actually, they have to use a third-party boarding systems. It's actually we will do all these kind of checkings, and during our gameplays and the reward system over there, with all of these kind of data, because actually blockchain is transparent, right? And even last time, even traditional gameplays, also we have a lot of data collections during the gameplay, the player games, how the behavior of the gamers and how the players get rewards, and then is it really the real players on about here. So this is all we have the detection over here. And one thing is actually, as you mentioned, is in multiple accounts for one devices. This is actually from the game development part. We are still having a lot of decisions taking on this part. This is haven't really have the final decision yet, but in the moment right now, we are more to we are more to the players is actually to enjoy the games. So we prefer the players play the game itself. It doesn't really use the multiple device and then they just try to spoil the experience about here. Yeah, this is because actually see we talk about so much things. Actually, we talk about a lot of things is actually the gamer experience, the fair about the games, and what we want to do is actually make sure every one of the gamers to be having funds during the next war, playing the next war, and investor is actually they can earn over here. Yep, this is a very important thing. We have to do a balancing over here. Yep, roughly about pros and cons over there. But for right now, gameplay is very important for the gamers. Which actually we're aiming for the whole global gaming markets and not only for the GameFi market right now. So yep, in the moments, yeah, definitely we hopefully the players can be enjoying the game.
All right, so hopefully that answers your question, Miss Zaya. So thank you so much for asking. Now that the live AMA is already done, so guys, I would like to say to all of those who have participated in our live AMA by just posting your questions in the live chat. So guys, thank you so much for your time. And guys, all of these questions that you have posted in the live chat will be reviewed by the team, and they are the ones who are going to finalize who will be the top 3 to get whitelist spots for the limited edition Genesis NFTs. Okay. Now for the final part of our live AMA, it's time for the random giveaway. So it will be USDT BEP20 for the 5 random lucky live viewers here. Okay. So guys, as of this time, as what I've seen in the spreadsheet, there are 78 entries. Okay. So I am going to finalize all entries right now. So just wait a moment. Okay. So I will be sharing the screen right now. So all of these entries are now finalized. Okay. So I will share the screen. Here we go. All right. So this is a spinning wheel. So we are going to have a 5 lucky winners. So we'll take home 5 USDT BEP20 each. Okay? So guys, who is excited? Who is going to be the lucky ones? Alright? Who is going to be lucky? So, without further ado, let's try to determine who will be the first lucky winner for 5 USDT. Okay, so I am going to spin right now. The first winner is... Congratulations to Tanawat. You are the first lucky winner for 5 USDT. Okay? So we still have 4 more. We have 4 more, guys, okay? So don't lose hope. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to remove. So our second lucky winner is congratulations to Aaron186. Aaron186. Congratulations. You are the second lucky winner of our 5 USDT giveaway. So we still have 3 more. We still have 3 more, guys. So don't lose hope. Okay, so let's begin. Who will be our third lucky winner? Congratulations to Wasrun Akong. Wasrun Akong, congratulations. You are our third lucky winner of 5 USDT. Okay? Okay. I'm just keeping up the spreadsheet to keep track of the winners. Okay. We still have 2 more, guys. We still have 2 more. Who will be the 4th lucky winner? Congratulations to Rafi Kila. Rafi Kila, congratulations. You are the 4th lucky winner of 5 USDT. Okay. There we go. We still have 1 more, guys. Okay, we still have 1 more. Who will be our 5th and final lucky winner for this giveaway? Let's spin right now. Our 5th and final lucky winner is, congratulations to Tasya Kirana. Tasya Kirana, congratulations. You are our 5th lucky winner. Okay. So there you have it, guys. These are the lucky winners of our 5 USDT BEP20. So, what you have entered here in the form, so I'll be sending it to you a bit after this live AMA is over. And don't you worry, guys. For those of you who didn't win, you still have a chance to take home 1 of the 3 whitelist spots for the limited edition Genesis NFTs to be provided by the Nexoar team. Okay, so it will be announced later on by the team. Okay, so they're going to review all of the questions first. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for participating. So before we end this live AMA, Kelvin and Jason, do you have any parting words for our subscribers and the rest of the viewers here?
Yeah, sure. All right. So I hope through this AMA, and yeah, we are able to help everyone to have a better understanding about the Nexoar. Well, one thing is, if you miss Axis or if you miss Sandbox, yeah, do not miss the Nexoar.
Yep.
Yeah, Jason, do you have anything at all?
Yeah, basically, thank you very much, Nomad Fury, for hosting this AMA with us. You know, thank you very much, everybody, for the audience right there. So do follow us, do check us out. You know, we are going to be the next big thing. You know, the next war will be the next big thing. You know, so yeah, we hope to give everybody a fun shooting game experience with the play and earn mechanism together. You know, esports standards. You know, AAA graphic. You know, so yeah, thank you very much for your time. You know, it's been really lovely to have us over here tonight. You know, so yeah, see you at the next war.
Yeah, see you at the next war.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guests for today, the Nexoar CEO, Mr. Kelvin Fong, and the CMO, Mr. Jason Law. So guys, once again, thank you so much for your time here with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
See you at the
guys.
next war.
And also, I would like to thank all of our subscribers and viewers who have participated in our live AMA with the Nexoar guest. Okay, so hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed our AMA session right here. And of course, guys, just a reminder, the team will be reviewing all of the questions, okay, that you have posted here in the live chat. So, and they are going to decide who will be the top 3. Who are deserving to have the whitelist spots for the limited edition Genesis NFT. So they're going to announce it in their respective social media channels. And guys, if you have liked this session, kindly share this to your crypto and non-crypto friends out there. Because after this live AMA session is over, of course the playback will be automatically available right here on YouTube. And guys, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, hit like, and turn on the notification bell for more videos, AMAs, and giveaways, okay? So from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and I'll see you guys next time. So, good day, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye. Have a great day.
Goodbye.